I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. Oh God,
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Allen! A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On first down, Watson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. give him clean reins and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Off play action. Sullivan. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as the tackle made up at the 27.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
So he stopped for no gain.
And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense for the Rams, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That's complete to the Porter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Throwing left side, it's complete.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sullivan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the Rams at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Sullivan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Watson. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. You look at this Niner defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, Sullivan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Sullivan. That is caught by Laporta. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Akers. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3. But could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Sullivan. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Sullivan. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A final shot before break. Sullivan. And his throw here is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 31!
Watson now to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run here with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Watson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Watson looks to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's third and a few inches. To throw is Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Watson going to change the look here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally.
And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Back to throw. Sullivan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Nice and strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. York now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Watson now on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go,
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on third and long. Sullivan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Rams are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On second down, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Watson changing the play. Again, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. This one caught by Kittle. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Sullivan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Down the right sideline. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. New York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to And now here is another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. New York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So here's a 3rd and 14. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be it.